Is everything okay? Oh my God, I was so stoned in my last video. It was insane. It was insane. This guy gave me the best deal in the world, and I don't trust any of these guys. You know what I'm saying? And I just had to pick up like I can't show you it because I don't know if it's illegal or not. But this is how he gave it to me. What's the secret? Quel est le secret? The secret in what? Hold on a second. What's that? Okay. She wants to race again because she says every time we race we sort of think of things. And that's it. Okay, I'm ready to race. On your mark. You're on Mark? I didn't know Mark was here. Are you in bed with Mark? Oh, she's telling me shut up, silly goose. Long neck goose. Stretch my goose. No, she's not in bed with Mark. Are you ready? On your mark. Get set. Oh, hold on a second. We need a set. Is that 2 or 3? Because I don't have a set. Better find a set. Oh, here's a set. Here's a set. I think I got a set. Discolorment. Is that what a set is? I got 3 aces. Well, how can the devil have anything but these? He slipped another ace. Did he really have cards? You sure he didn't have dice? Sure he wasn't playing fish? He slipped another ace because they were playing gin rummy. Gin rummy, a poker game. A different kind of poker game. 4s and 3s. But anyways, that's not what I came here to do. Ready, set, on your mark? On your mark. Oh, wait a second. Now, what's a mark? You tell me what your mark is. When you put a foot down over here when you're ready to run, or when your fingers are against the floor, because you run like animals, they start us off like animals. On your mark. Well, here's a mark. If you make a mark on my table, everybody that makes a mark on a table, does it look like this? Or does it look more like this? So this is a mark. But when it says X marks the spot, this X marks that spot. So now you've got 1 spot and 1 X. You got 5 here and 10 here. You got 15. Because 5 and 5 came together to make 10. See the V and the V? 2 ups and downs. They put this in between here and made it into a Y and a Y. You can get 25 up, 25 down is 50. You turn it all around, becomes the dartboard. Ronco? What is it? My company already? I'm not selling anything. What company did he run? No, it was Ronco. What is that? Mighty Messer? What was that? Okay, so Mighty Messer was telling me about how they were repeating certain words, or certain words were being said more than once. Ready, set it, and forget it. Set it. Seth, ETH, the number 5, the personal light. Set it and forget it for life. Set it and forget it for life is what it means. It means set your alarm system up inside your body. Burn like fire within who you are and light up that light that brings in the spirit matrix for you to think. Ronco, DNA, set it and, A-N-D, DNA 114. The nav, the navigation, the avenue is inside man. Where did I get nav? Because of the letter K is 11 and N is 14. I don't know where I saw that, but 11 and 14, spirit, angel, and man on the cross is what you need. Which would be, I'm not sure which numbers. All I know it was in there when I had to say it. So you set it. It is the computer. Set it and leave it. It is number 29. It said 429. It said be. It says be it. Be it or bait or the beta world. Be it is 25. It's the light. It's the telephone. It's the spirit connection through soul. Soul's a whole. Spirit goes through. Everybody knows 55 and you. 55 and 50, 105, April 15th. Only happens 3 years in a row. Then it's April 14th. 414. This is the 29. 4 times 20 is 80, which becomes 86. 4 by 9 is 36, and 80 is 116. 5858, which means Creation Electric, which is the board game, which has your 3 here, your 3 here, your 1 here, your 1 here, connecting the sides, and your bridge in the center. I don't know exactly how it works. All I know is when you set it and forget it, forget or to get. Forget it, it means forget about number 29. If you forget about number 29, out of 100, you'd be thinking about 1771 and the Tea Party. What was it about the Tea Party that you set things one way and they'll run forever the same way they are? What did they set up at that Tea Party that changed things forever? Set it and forget it. This chicken, this chicken, this chicken. She said it 3 times, this chicken. And if you really take a look, it's the 51st Sith, Return of the Sith, Seth, Star Wars, Return of the Sith, Sith, chicken, creation, heaven, 9 and 8, 1 letter, creation of 9 and 8, C, and Ken. Ken says yes, creation of the doll, Ken and Barbie. This chicken, this chicken, this chicken. Ken, yes, 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 is what they're actually saying. She says yes. She, C-H-I, just like saying Chicago. She says yes. She says yes. She says yes. 4 times to forget it. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, is 25, and 5 is 30, is 49. 49 minus 29 is 20, 20, 20 is 60 seconds on the clock. Set it and forget it. Set the clock and forget it. So they have set up time purposely, okay, from the Tea Party on, from 1771. How many more years after that was it actually set, or was it set at that time before they can get actually George Washington up on the pole? So this is about McDonald's, and we use only the freshest potatoes. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Ronco is telling us, and forget it. And this here package, it says, what's the secret? We are only the best tasting and loving it. And all their question words start with a QU. It says she is her. Connection spirit, le of the spirit. The sea crest. The sea crest. The sea crest. The sea crest. Your secret, your sea crest is your DNA brand. What do you see here? Hold it. What do you see here? 111. See the number 3? Raphael 7286. In the constellation of Pegasus. Seth. Okay? Seth. Last year there was a group that's out there called Seth. Spirit, Eternal Time Heaven. 47 from 29 is 18. Again, 666. You want to see the 666 again? 29 from the number of time, which equals to 47. 29 and 26, which is the dog pound. This is the baby in the dog pound. Why? Because 26 and 29 are dead center. 2 and 6 is 8. 2 and 9 is 2. 2 and 8 is time heaven. This is 2. The 26 is the 8. The dog pound. It comes off of the roulette board. 26, 29 is one on top of the other one, which means that you take one of these dice and you bet between 26 and 29. No other. Those are the only 2 you're going to connect together. When you make that bet, you will win 17 for 1. Or 17 to 1. By betting between 2 worlds. If the numbers have to be that you have to put all 4, because let's say it's 29 and 25. So the 29 and 25, because they're of the different on that angle, and in between, the only way to get 25 is to have 26 and to have 28. The only way to get 25. So you bet this between the 4 marks, and then you get an 8 to 1 for the 8 heaven of 4 and 4. 3, 1, 2 wire, 2 wire, 2 wire, 2 wire, and then 2 wire. Here is 8, and then the 1 light hole. There's one light hole, the other ones are wiring. They wire you up. The bay cat. This chicken, this chicken, this chicken. His chicken. Time heaven, 51. You see, 51 and 96, 9 plus 6 is 15. So you know right away that it's part of the egg. 15 is 15. 1 times 5, 1 plus 5 equals to 11. So it says chicken is 11. It's the nav. The chicken inside a man is somehow the yellow feet. The chicken is sitting up in your head and he's operating the equipment. Is that possible? And he's wearing a cap or a cat. I'm just thinking of all these scenarios because his hat is red. So the chicken's somewhere in us. Is he down by the bottom of our feet because our feet turn yellow in the water? Or is it because he's in the water up here? Where is the chicken inside of us? And don't tell me the chicken is our waistline. That's the reason for those shorties. Okay, so I did this little piece. What I do want to say is, if somebody wants to give me an order, like of 8 or 10 people from the last thousands of years in time, I'm going to set up some sort of grid to bring them all the way to the future with this method, with certain anyways. Let's not get into there. Oh yes, another thing about the French, when it's Montreal, they don't say the T. They keep it silent, a silent entity. The T. Connections between two worlds, they're silent entities. They mean nothing, but when you connect the two worlds, you're talking about the two worlds. If you ever noticed what this looks like, it's just these two designs. Put this over here, and it looks like that. You see the way this looks? See the way it looks rounded? It comes from in here, goes all the way around, and connects on this side over here. It's really weird the way it looks. This is an E, and this is an A. The E and A the other way, they come together when you write them in small letters. I have a lot of little things. I think this is the, what do you call that? What do you call that thing? 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. Anyways, the Fibonacci. When you work this Fibonacci all the way up, okay, game begins here. 13. Okay, 13. But anyways, 21 is the cube. 34 means 1. You actually have the you have the Mars bar, okay, the sandbox, and you got the prism of Earth connection through it, which will probably create the letter N. The reason it creates the letter N, okay, N, is because it creates the energy, okay, with number 14, which is a cross, and that's the energy goes through the cross and enlightens you. 55, up comes the light. 55 and 35 is as one is installed within the light system. 7 times 6, 7 plus 6 will equal to that 55. 7 times 6, 7 plus 6. 1 and 3, 7 and 6 come together. So I got to go 1 times 3, 1 plus 3, 1, 7 times 6, 7 plus 6. So this is what will make the man, the moon, and the connection for the passage. This is the birth area, the birth child, okay, inside the womb. It goes from 89 to 69. This one over here is the 12 by 12. This is the child. This is the space, and this is the light. Then this is the 9 card. I don't know why it keeps telling me different ways. This is the child at birth. And creation heaven, CH, also is part of Hoover Dam, this scenario right here. 12 times 12 equals 233. So 2 times 3 is 6. Or we can go 3 by 2. 3 plus 2 is 5. We get 11. And then 9 and 6, we get 15. And 11, we get KO, a knockout punch. So I'd have to figure that out. I really don't know. But by the time you get over here, you have the light. And now you have 1776. It seems your life starts right about over here. I don't know why. 2 of these will equal 1974. Okay, and that might mean, I'm not sure what it means, but I know this Fibonacci tells us about ourselves. Okay? I know this is the passage for the light. Somehow it's building the worlds, but eventually it's just going to repeat itself because it can't keep on going, or unless it goes down and up from the body dehydration. Curling, use the broom. The old Romans used to put a broom as a mohawk. The Indians used to talk about the mohawk. The giraffe and the horse have the mohawk. A dame is me, AD, 1 and 4. This over here, 1 and 4, will actually make 4 and 12, 4 and 3, the mind and the sandbox. 4 will make the delta, which is, it has to be your area to put that sandbox, the delta, the triangle. So when you have AD, 1 and 4, you create 9, and this word creates 1, 3, and 5. You'll have all the aces in this word over here. This also looks like a beaver dam, but it's a dame, but it's a dam in French. It also says 1, 3, and 5. This is the orange ball. This makes the purple ball, and this makes the yellow ball. Okay, so I'll have to add up 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 3 and 4 is 7. 1 and 9 is 10. 107 is JG, which will end up saying Lovejoy. But 10 and 7 is 17. Plus 13 is 30. Plus 5, it's electric company. She connects everything up, this one. Guaranteed. D, Roman numerals. V, Roman numerals. Why? Because we're going to put this one next. Jack, Queen, King, Valet, 5, Dame, 500, L for the 12th card, M for the 13th card. You have 15,000. You have 1,555. 1555. Is there anything else that I missed in here? The Jack, the King, the Jack, the M. I really didn't have to use the M. Okay, I was supposed to only use what the real numbers are. The real number was D for Queen, and this is not a card. Okay, just like this is not a card. This is not a card. This one only is a card. How about saying Levi's 505? Diviser, to divide up between 5 and 5. 0 is the jail between 5 and 5. I'm understanding that when you take away and put this at 0, instead of going 1 to go to your next spot, you say 1 from the spot you're standing. Instead of saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this means you're on the 0 corner. This can also say I'm in jail. And I'm either going to Reading in Pennsylvania, or I'm going all the way to B&O and Short Line. But because you start on O off the board, you never even get to each side of the rail tracks. You only get to one side of the rail track, meaning you never get to see the other side of the world. It doesn't exist for you. 15,555. If you put the queens together in French and English, you get 21 and 12, 33 for the letter. If you put the king together, Jack, Jack, Jack. Why? Because Jack is the 11th card. V is the 22nd card, is 33. K is the 11th numbered alphabet for the 11th card, is 43. 22, 32, 43. K is the 11th card. J is the 11th. But the valet is the 22nd. It's also the 11th. So when I mix them up, 22, 10, and 11. 22, 32, 43. I can always go 22 and 5. Anyways, let's not go there. There's so many things I can do. King equals 41. Roi, which is the same as king, equals 11. This is 1 and 9. This is 1 and 2. The king is the connector to you. You're the king. You're the king. You're the 666 right over here. King is 41. Is the 9 birth? This one is 42. You are of the spirit of 76. 7 times 6. 41 is the Mediterranean. They're the kings. The 13th card is another card that fits with this. 31, 41, 42. One difference between the two. And I didn't even explain that right. I'm not happy with that. No, not happy. Just know that there is something in there. No, we're not going to show this. We're going to end it here and do another video. I'm not happy with this video. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. If anybody has any questions, I'll try and answer their question better. And will I do something on the Hitchhiker Guide to the Universe? Yes, I will. Eventually, I'll keep doing it until I get it right. But 100%, that 42 from 54, there's a big reason for it. Difference is 12, eh? I have to find 12. 2 worlds of 6. Thank you for watching.